Ooh, what's up, Internet? I'm Claris Polaris, and we're here at the first official Game of Thrones con.
That is right. My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
She's not in cosplay anymore, but we're back, and we're here to talk with you all on this, a special December edition, the only December edition of the Nightly Morning Show.
Yeah. It's gonna be, well, actually, we might do one for, like, New Year's when we get back. But, oh, you have fuzz in your beard. I got you.
You are obsessed with the fuzz in my beard. Yeah.
I'm just trying to help you, you know.
I appreciate that.
Look your best.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
How you doing? Clearly, I'm feeling the holiday spirit. I'm wearing my T-Rexes have short arms special Christmas sweater.
I need a good Christmas sweater.
You do.
I don't have one, and I want, like, a nerdy one or, like, a silly one. But, like, whenever I see them, they're always in, like, extra, extra large.
Yeah.
And I want one that, like, fits me. Good morning, friends. How you doing?
Before we get into the Game of Thrones of it all, I want to let you know that this stream is brought to you by U-Gears. That's right. We're going to be building a little bit of a project as we talk through the morning show today, because U-Gears is a Ukrainian like puzzle toy making company that reached out to us. And we're like, that sounds dope. We are massive supporters of the people of Ukraine right now, obviously, because we're not monsters.
Yep.
And so we were like, yeah, of course, we would love to put together some toys. This is their hexapod thing. It like winds up and walks. I can't do that on stream because I don't have like a camera for it.
Yeah.
But this one, what we're going to be building today though, because we're going to be talking about Game of Thrones con. They sent us a dragon.
It's one of my dragons. I found them.
Yes. Where are my dragons? They're right here.
I gotta change that raid message. Doesn't make any sense now that I'm not Dracarys.
I don't know. I think that you still, like, your mascot is still a dragon.
I guess that's fair, yeah.
Let's throw some good mornings to the chat. Monkey, our ever-present and...
omnipresent.
The mod... the modest of the mods. Good morning to you.
Monkey, are you the modest of the mods?
The mod... Not the most modest mod, but the modest
But the modest of the mods?
Different kinds of modest.
Yes. Of course. What's up, Joe? What's up, Shin? Oh my god, we got so many friends. What's up, Hawthorne?
So many fronds.
Fronds.
What chat do you think you're in?
Hello, Ronan. Hi, Blue.
This isn't a Claris Polaris stream. This is the Nightly.
What's up, Sir Jim? What's up, John? Oh, hello.
Yo, this Woodgear's wood it's like...
It's solid.
Well, and look, I just want to... I want to shout out, like, look at the die cut job they've done. Like, it looks so nice.
It looks really cool. What?
Oh, okay. No, there are English instructions. I thought the instructions were only in Polish.
You're like, oh crap, what have we gotten ourselves into? Matthew, Julie, hello, good morning.
Wings.
What's up? And Sandra, how you doing? James Ross, hello. We don't mess with Monkey.
We don't mess with Monkey. No,
Absolutely
we don't.
Not ever.
There's some happy Hanukkahs in the chat. Yes, to every one of our Jewish friends celebrating. Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
To you, I hope you had a lovely first night. Last night.
Can we get some bread?
Can we get some challah?
Yeah.
What? You know, no, it just made me think, you know Roxy Stryer?
I think so.
The Only Stupid Answers host?
Yeah.
I love Only Stupid Answers. They're a great podcast. Roxy Stryer tweeted out that she was on a date with a guy who, after she told him she was Jewish, he just kept, like, telling her that he loved challah over and over and over again.
She's like, yeah, I get it. It's fucking awesome.
Well, yeah, and she was right to be concerned about that behavior. But I just thought it was so funny because I could picture myself being, like, hungry and, like, the food isn't there yet. And, like, on a first date, you're trying to make conversation. You're just thinking about bread over and over.
Yep, absolutely.
But, yeah. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, how's the weekend for everybody? It's getting close to Christmas.
I think building this on stream might have been ambitious.
That's what I was worried about, yeah.
This is so cool, but, like, these instructions are deep. These are complex.
Deep cuts. Yeah. Should we bring it with us to Calgary and like stream there? And...
I think we'll say this stream is sponsored by U-Gears, and you should get a U-Gears thing. But I think we might not build this on stream. Look at these instructions.
Yeah, that's gonna require my full attention.
Oh wow, this is so cool. But no, this is not happening live.
There's no way.
There are far too many intricate little pieces.
Yeah. That's okay.
Because we want to tell you a story. The goal of this podcast, of this return of the Nightly Morning Show, is to tell you all a story about how not to run a convention.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a fun cautionary tale. Don't be like us and waste your money.
But to start the story, we need to turn to not us, but rather us from a couple of weeks ago. And so we're going to step away for a brief moment here.
We are? What is happening?
Yeah, we're going to step away for a brief moment here. And we're going to leave you in the very, very capable hands of us. Wait,
you're gonna... Oh. I didn't realize you had put it on YouTube. I thought it was going to be like a file that you open.
I have this all prepared, except for the fact that the headphones aren't connected, so I can't. Wait, give me a second, y'all.
This is going very well.
I had this all prepared. I had a whole thing ready for you guys, and now it's like...
James Ross, I believe in you. You'll definitely find a good dinner place for anniversary. I recommend steak if you eat meat. Steak is always good. Oh shit, I'm sorry you have a headache. That's the worst. The worst is when you have a headache that like doesn't go away by the next day and you're like, all right, you've overstayed your welcome. You know what I mean?
All right. We are going... Oh, I want to turn that off, and I want to turn...
Hi, Rhiannon. That off. I hope you have a safe bus ride.
All right, here we go.
Oh, we're not going anywhere. We're still going to be here.
We're going to disappear for a second, just for the beginning of this.
Oh. Can I hear it too?
Yeah.
I would like to know what the fuck is
Game of Thrones Con, which is going to take place... Wait, no.
It's gonna... What do you... Oh.
Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. There, at the LA Convention Center.
It's over there. Don't worry
But we look bad in this lighting, so we're going to turn it around.
Turn it around.
Oh my god, look, there it goes.
So much better.
Clarice, what are you excited about Game of Thrones Con?
I'm excited to see the one woman who's going to be there.
Oh. What?
Well... so we were like, wow, first ever Game of Thrones con is gonna be rad, right? So we like booked our tickets, we're going. And we just recently realized that out of the 14 guests that are gonna be there, only one is a woman.
Yeah, on top of that, they finally released the schedule.
Yeah. There's like 4 things.
It's like they, oh my god, it's just drifting. It's like they don't know how to run a con, maybe. Because
it's their first.
Yeah, but there's no like fan panels. No. There's no podcast. There's like the official Game of Thrones podcast is doing a live taping, but it's so I think we got fleeced.
Like we're gonna show
sit.
up.
Wait. I can sit on the bed.
Aww.
Look, we're almost the same height now.
Yeah.
You're so tiny. Like I think that
it's
we
like
no, like we overspent.
Oh.
They were like, hey, spend a lot of money, and we were like, we'll spend some money, and then we got here and we were like, oh.
Yep, we're gonna find out. It's gonna be fun.
But Kit Harington is doing a panel on the last day. So we should tell the story. We thought that Kit Harington was coming to the official Game of Thrones con to announce the Jon Snow show.
Yeah.
Right? All right.
Ooh, what's up, Internet?
No,
I'm Clarence Pilar.
Hi, we're back. We're back.
No, stop that.
So that's the beginning of this story. We were excited,
yeah.
But then we got there, and we got this.
This beautiful Excel spreadsheet.
This is the entire schedule for the convention, which is like you'd think like, oh my god, all of those individual things, except okay. So think of it this way: the things in blue are panels in the one theater, right? Mm-hmm. The things in purple are paid photo ops, and the things in green are paid autograph opportunities, and then over here are the VIP photo ops that you have to pay $1,000 to have access to.
Yeah.
And so the only thing that your ticket gets you is access to the rooms to pay for the other stuff.
Yeah.
And these blue panels which were fine. They were fine. I did say in that video that the Game of Thrones podcast was doing a taping of their podcast.
Yeah.
They weren't. They were just the hosts of the event. Yeah. Here's the thing. I know that cons are hard. I know that cons are hard to run. Mm-hmm. But my problem with the Game of Thrones con, I'm going to see if I can pull this up really quick.
I'm going to tell you what my problem is with it, is that we paid $250 each.
Yeah.
To be there, to have the opportunity to pay more money to see the people. Like, we were.
So this is where this got complicated for me. In that, let's turn our camera back on this time. It's
so
that
you can
one.
just be lurking in the corner.
So tickets. This is still live on their channel, right?
The lowest ticket.
The lowest ticket is $200. US dollars, yes. Which is just to get in for the 3 days. A single day is $90. Mm-hmm. This doesn't get you anything at this con except access to the one room of panels. There was another room where once a day the guy who created the languages for Game of Thrones did a panel, which was really cool. I don't want to take away from that. That's a cool panel idea.
Yeah.
There just should have been more panels in that room. This is, but if we go for this like 3-day price here, $195 is a top tier convention price.
Oh yeah. That's like the VIP for Comic-Con.
We were at LA Comic-Con the weekend before, and we spent, I think, $145 each for the weekend.
Yeah, I think each of our tickets was maybe 80.
And LA Comic-Con had 10 rooms of panels that were running the entire day. There was a massive floor. We will get to the floor at Game of Thrones Con in a second.
Yeah.
And so my problem is not with the con itself. A small con is not a bad thing. Small cons can be amazing. My problem is that this pricing does not reflect what the value of this con was. Yeah. And so I was confused. I was like, how did this happen? How did HBO let this happen? And I found out that it was because of a company called Creation Entertainment.
Yeah.
If you want to understand how this happened, just look them up. People have been complaining about them for years. What they are known for is running bad cons that are just ways to get you to pay again once you're there to meet people.
Yeah.
And
because there's nothing else to do, so you're like, oh well, I feel like I need to get my money's worth somehow, so I guess I'll give them more of my money. So it's very manipulative.
Yeah. It was awful, and like I was so incredibly disappointed by it.
Yeah.
Because House of the Dragon just came out, and I was.
You would think they wanted to keep that hype going, right?
Well, and I was anticipating the hype of this being we're back to form. We're back to Game of Thrones is back in the public. We're going to have this like crazy fun weekend with Game of Thrones fans. And what it kind of turned into was a bunch of empty hallways with a bunch of people standing around complaining about how bored they were.
Yeah.
And how there were people standing around going like, hey, this package is $1,000.
Yeah, and that's not even the biggest package.
Well, okay, well, it is. Because do you want to know what the difference between the $1,000 tier and the $1,500 tier is?
You sit in the front row.
You sit in the front row.
And that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
The $1,000 tier does come with a private dinner. So you do get to go to a private dinner. And you get you get the autographs and the photo ops for free.
Yeah.
So essentially this package is what they want you to pay. It's what they're trying to fleece these people up to with having to pay for everything else. This package that we got. So we got the Direwolf package. That's right here. I'm highlighting it in blue. $259. It's it's a $60 jump above, or $54 jump.
Whatever.
Above this one.
Yeah.
The difference between these is that the Direwolf package, we got it because they said they were going to guarantee us a seat in the theater where the big panels were happening. And because the reason we wanted to be there was to see the announcement of the Jon Snow show.
What we thought was going to happen.
We got this thinking that, oh my God, how much would it suck if Star Wars Celebration, we couldn't get into the rooms for the big panels.
Yep. Our fears were misplaced because there was all of 100 people in the theater, and
let me pop this open for you. It's in this video.
I just want to say, Rantel Moore, thank you for that super chat. Everything in life has become such an extreme money sink. It's such a bummer. Yeah, it was kind of disappointing.
So this was the room. This was one of the bigger panels where there were actually people in attendance. But if you look, the guaranteed seat in this hall. This was the panel where they had 4 members of Game of Thrones. Usually it was just 1 member of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But this was the one where they had 4 of them together talking about the show. It was actually interesting. Mm-hmm. It was a fun panel. This room was never more than half full.
Yeah.
And so I think that selling people on the idea of a guaranteed seat is just wildly inappropriate.
Yeah, unless you know that you're going to like not have space.
And I can't prove this because they don't have this page up anymore. But when we picked our seats, when we picked our like designated seats, the theater seemed rather small, and so it seemed very.
First of all, the theater seemed rather small, and there was only a very small handful of seats available.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh my gosh, okay, this like we definitely need to get this ticket because all of these are already sold out. Ours are like kind of way off to the side already. Like I want to get them now. This was in August, at very beginning of September. I was like, we need to get this now so we don't miss out. Like this is gonna be a thing." And I guess they deliberately like make it look like there's only a few seats available when you go in to buy the tickets to make it seem like there's
I don't think that's what they did. I think they used the seating chart of the small theater upstairs where the Dothraki lessons were as the seating chart that you picked your seats based on. And I think that maybe they sold more tickets than they thought, and so they expanded it to the larger room. But the seating chart that they used to get people to buy tickets to upcharge them to these upper tiers was not the size of the theater.
Yeah.
And like that to me is, I can't prove it now. That page doesn't exist anymore. I can't find it. I tried to, but I do remember looking at it. I remember us looking at that page and being like, oh, $60 to be in that smaller room feels like it's important.
Yeah. They want to make you like feel like it's important.
Yeah. And I just feel like that was very manipulated. Marisu says, how was the smell?
It's fine.
Not bad. There was nobody there.
Yeah, it was very empty. Do you have any of the footage of me on my phone? Like being like...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. So let's go back to some footage here. I want to show off. So if you go... This video here is a great example of what Game of Thrones Con was like.
Some of the only people here.
Just an empty hallway.
Yeah. Yeah. There's like 4 people.
What day is it today?
This is Saturday, day 2 of the con. It's supposed to be the big day with all the fun and exciting stuff. So.
And if you're like, no, you guys are just in a part of the building where nothing's happening. This is the room with the big dragon head that people are taking photos of. And right here is the photo room with the Iron Throne.
Yeah, there were 2 like photo rooms and then the con floor in the room next to it, which was 4 booths. Like not 4 rows. Like 4 individual booths, which I honestly, that was kind of the biggest disappointment for me because we talked to some people at LA Comic-Con who were like, oh, like vendors, I should say. None of the like cosplayers or like people knew about Game of Thrones Con, but we talked to some vendors who were like, oh yeah, I actually reached out to apply to like maybe have a booth or something there, and they were only taking official like HBO stuff.
Yeah.
Which at the time I was like, oh, that's fine. It's probably because they're full. You know, they've got all this cool stuff that they want to show off, and that was not the case. They literally were 4 booths, and one of them was a casino.
Well, and let's get into that. So if we look here, when you first walk into the con floor, sorry, it's not like perfectly in focus. But the whole con was sponsored by Game of Thrones Slot Casino. Mm-hmm. We should have known. We should have known when this happened, when this was announced to be the official sponsor, that this was going to be a fleece. Because this was very predatory, and it was a little weird. It was very in your face all weekend. And I'm not a huge fan of gambling. I think that gambling is dangerous. I think that if you enjoy gambling in a safe way, that's amazing. That's awesome. But I also think that like phone slot games are just garbage.
It's a slippery slope for sure, and they know that.
Yeah. Yeah, and so this was front and center. They pushed it really hard all weekend. They were very pushy about signing up for their game to the point where like the same woman came up to me 3 times while filming this video.
Yeah.
So there was the slots thing. And then this was WB the shop.
Yeah.
So did not have anything that you could buy. This was a booth showing off stuff that you could buy online.
Yes.
There was this Iron Throne from House of the Dragon that you could take pictures with. That was $40.
Yeah.
And then the signings. There's Jack Gleason. There's King Joffrey right there.
Yep.
The signings. Notice there's nobody in his line.
Look, freaking Podrick has more people.
No, he also only has this one person. There's nobody in line.
That's fair.
The poor actors at this con, I can't imagine they made any money.
No. I think they just get paid to be there, and then they all get a percentage of. I don't know how it works.
They're charging $60 or $80 an autograph. So
I figured so I don't actually know how it works, and we have I don't think we have any way to know how it works. But I figured that a guest would be like, this is my price for being at the con, and then the con would price their photo and signature accordingly.
Every con does it differently, and I don't know how this con worked.
That's fair.
This was the booth where they showed off these figures, 3 of which you could buy.
Yes.
But the majority of these figures were not on sale at the con.
Yep.
I don't know if I have footage. There was also behind this you could buy bands for Apple Watches.
Oh yes, they did have Game of Thrones Apple Watch bands.
And there it is. Yeah, the Apple Watch band thing is right there.
Yeah, that little booth.
And there was a little figurine booth over here.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the whole floor. Mostly booths.
Oh no, there was the front booth where there were some T-shirts in that bag.
Right, Creation Entertainment, the company behind the con, they had a booth as well.
Yes, with a few things that you
t-shirts.
could spend more money on. Yeah, Perry Wolf, I definitely think that we got conned.
So we have to say, like, the highlight of the con was Clarus's. Here we go. This is a slow pan. Look at the highlight of the con. Look at this Daenerys Targaryen cosplayer we found. Really just stunning work.
Why are you so close to my face? Oh my god.
I think one thing that needs to be commended here is this cosplayer told me she styled the wig herself. On your head. On my head, yeah. If you want to take a photo with this banner, that's $40.
Yep, you have to pay $40 to take a photo in front of the banner.
If you want to become a White Walker, this one I understand paying for. There's some bullshit that has to go into like making you a White Walker. Like this one I can understand there being some sort of charge for, but like this is to take a photo with this is $40.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like if I pay $250 to be there, why are the things that are just set up more money? Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like it was you paid so that you would have the ability to pay more money when you got there, which was not what I wanted.
And I'm really disappointed. I feel like Game of Thrones had this moment, right? They had this moment where they brought it back. They were like, let's go. Like House of the Dragon was huge. And for this to be such a whimper and honestly just so disappointing from beginning to end.
Yeah.
I really I kind of can't believe. And then I want to show you guys this video because this is the thing that I think drove me the craziest about the whole weekend, weirdly. Hi.
Hey guys.
We're back from registration.
Yeah, we picked up our tickets. All of them.
You would think that would be 2 tickets. You would think that would be... I don't want to show our seat number. I feel like that's weird. But we got the Direwolf package.
Yeah.
Thinking that we would want the guaranteed seat in the theater for whatever they announce at the con.
Yeah,
we have 2 tickets.
But we also have 2 more tickets. And then on top of that, we also have 2 more tickets to say that we don't have COVID or that we're vaccinated.
So, hi, Game of Thrones convention. My name's Nerdy, and I go to a lot of conventions. I've been to 10 this year. When you need the red bracelet to get the green bracelet,
that makes the red
which
bracelet
allows
obsolete.
you to get this whatever, you can see seats, whatever. We're going to the con. If I have to have this to get this, and I have to have this to get this, that means that if I have this, I don't need to wear 3 things to go to a convention because they'll mean the same thing.
I know. Yeah.
And I was like, but why are they? Yeah, that's enough of that. I was livid They literally were like, you have to wear 2 bracelets all weekend and you have to wear your badge at all times. And I was like, but they all mean the same thing.
Yeah.
They're all just access. Like, okay, it drove me literally crazy. And when I asked the woman, I was like, why? And she's like, oh, well, because this one says that you're vaccinated against COVID-19. And I was like, if everybody wearing the other bracelet, and look, I can understand a bracelet and a badge. One and one, fine.
Yeah.
But to wear 2 bracelets side by side on your wrist that are different textures that mean the exact same fucking thing is the dumbest bullshit. And like, they didn't have a reason. They couldn't explain it to us.
She's like, so that you say you don't have COVID. And we're like, okay, so, but to get the green bracelet, we have to prove that we're vaccinated or don't have COVID. So then it doesn't matter. And she was like, yeah, but you have to have it so that you say, like, there was just no, like, conversation. It was very unfortunate.
And so here's the thing. I know that this has just been us complaining, but like, this was a very expensive con. And
it was just a big waste of money, and we do feel disappointed.
I feel like they, and particularly Game of Thrones, I feel like companies need to respect their fans. And I think that this was not that. This was a setup. And I Googled around and I was like, this Creation Entertainment, is this their first con? And like, oh my God, this company's like trying to get started. Maybe like I'll send them a nice email and be like, hey, here's some ideas for future cons as someone who goes to a lot of them and wants to enjoy yours. No, this is their thing. This is their MMO. Creation Entertainment is a company that is made to scam fans of, or not scam. I shouldn't say scam. Scam's the wrong word. It is
to con.
No. It's not a con. Well, it is a con, but it's not a con. This is a company that is made to abuse fan loyalty to franchises.
Yeah.
They have been fleecing the Supernatural fandom like this for years.
Yeah.
They have been fleecing the Star Trek fandom like this for years. And I will never attend a Creation Entertainment con again. This was terrible. Like, this was an awful experience. We didn't even go on Sunday. We skipped the Kit Harington panel because we were like, fuck it. There's no way HBO would allow him to announce the show at this panel. The people who paid $1,000 to be at that panel were not allowed to ask him questions about the Jon Snow show. They were told they're not allowed to ask questions about it. This was HBO allowing a company to use its license to grift their fans. Yes. And companies need to stop doing this shit because it's gross. It's fucking disgusting. And this was, look, if this had been like $90 for the weekend, right?
Whatever.
I wouldn't be saying this.
Yeah, whatever.
But the fact that the base weekend price is more expensive than huge cons, like you can get to fucking New York Comic Con, a massive con, literally the craziest 3 days. You can go to Dragon Con for 5 days.
5 days.
For less than this cost.
Yes.
And there was
far less.
nothing here.
Yeah.
There was nothing to do.
Yeah.
There were no events. There were no panels. There was one cosplay competition that took place behind closed doors. There was no interactivity for people to be a part of this convention.
Yeah.
It was purely, do you want to pay for autographs? Pay us $200 to have the opportunity to pay $250 for Kit Harington's autograph. And I'm sorry, Kit Harington, you're very famous, you're very hot, I love you, but the Hobbits sell a photo op with all 4 of them at Fan Expo for $375, and you are not worth 2.5 Hobbits.
Yeah, sorry, kid.
I get that you were in Pompeii and you need to make some money back, but you are not 2.5 Hobbits.
Yeah.
And so fleecing so that you can fleece a little bit more is just really disappointing, and this one hurt.
Yeah, I think, here's the thing. I think I would be less upset if this was their first time.
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
If this company
100%.
was like, oh, I just don't understand how cons work, but the fact that they have been doing this for years is so ick, and unfortunately we didn't know beforehand, and that's on us, I guess. But yeah, it's crazy.
If you look at their logo, it looks like they're not a real company. Creation Entertainment.
Yeah. Yup. Yeah, it was very unfortunate.
Like, I wasn't really upset about this.
Mm-hmm. Monkey, you're fine. We're going to be at Dragon Con. You can just hang out with us the whole time. We got you.
I wasn't really upset about this until I realized that, like, this is their 2023 events. This isn't some small company that's, like, trying to figure it out.
No. They do this everywhere, and it makes them money because people don't know.
The Lucifer TV series, official convention, Vampire Diaries, and granted, it seems like a lot of CW stuff, Stranger Con.
Stranger Con.
But if you, I searched them on. I wasn't really upset with the company behind it until I searched them on Twitter, and people were like, "I will never go to a Creation Entertainment Con ever again. This is a nightmare. They're the worst."
Yeah,
And
unfortunately, they know what they're doing, and that just makes it all the worse. There was a question. Yes, this was in Los Angeles.
Yeah, this was at the LA Convention Center in like 2 rooms of it.
Yeah, it wasn't even the big part of the convention center, because LA Comic Con was in the big part of the convention center, and this was like in a side off hallway by itself.
And to be fair, it doesn't help that we were at LA Convention Center the week before, or at LA Comic Con the week before, and it was so good.
Yeah,
LA Comic Con was a
perspective.
Party. I want to commend the team behind LA Comic Con, y'all. It was great. There was this like all-female wrestling team that was wrestling in the middle of the day on this ring in the middle of the floor.
Yeah.
There were big panels on the show floor, so like you would be walking by and like, oh my god, the Hobbits are giving a panel right now. Like we like literally accidentally walked into Ming-Na Wen and Giancarlo Esposito having a panel together about the Mandalorian. Like LA Comic Con was so rad and cost us less than half what this cost us.
Yep.
And so it just that's the problem, right? Yeah. The problem is if I wouldn't be mad if it cost less or if it was their first con and they just messed up, right? Like I wouldn't be mad. It is the fact that this is a company that does this. Their business model is going to fandoms that maybe are a little bit less represented, right? Supernatural, Lucifer, Game of Thrones in the recent years, and being like, hey, we know that there isn't a lot going on for you, so here, come overpay for nothing.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't have been hard. There are so many Game of Thrones podcasters that if they'd invited would have come and done a show, right? There's stuff that people like us will come make content at your thing for free.
Yeah.
Right? And people bigger than us will too. Like just to be, there's something about being official about being at the con. And so it's not hard to get things going on. People want to make shit around, you have to tap into that fandom. But they created a con that was just about putting you in a position where you're already there, so you might as well spend more money so you get something out of it.
Exactly.
And that is so manipulative. Yeah. It's gross, and I'm upset. I'm upset that HBO let this happen. I'm upset that it was sponsored by a slots casino. Like all the way down.
That was the icing on the cake. Yeah. So for those of you who missed it, we paid $259 US each for us to go. I think LA Comic Con was like, I don't know, like 80. I don't even remember. It might have been like 95, or maybe Fan Expo is like, anyways, it doesn't matter. It was like, we spent, after taxes, well over $500 for the two of us to be there. But I agree. Kit Harington isn't worth 2.5 Hobbits is a great band name.
That's a long band name to put on a poster, though. No,
it's great. Or the next Game of Thrones show, 2.5 Hobbits. Yeah.
2.5 Hobbits.
That would be very funny.
But
yeah.
How did the Hobbits get to Westeros?
It was, guys, it was disappointing for sure. Luckily, LA Comic Con was such a hit that I wasn't like, oh wow, this whole trip is a waste. Like, I'm glad. Here's the thing. We booked this trip to LA specifically for Game of Thrones Con, and we're like, LA Comic Con is a week before, so let's just go early and we'll do both. Thank God.
Yeah, thank God.
Thank God we
If we
did
had
both.
only gone to LA for this video would be so much angrier.
Yeah.
But we actually had an incredible vacation, and we worked literally every day.
But we had a good time.
We had a great time in LA. We were next to, oh my God, this was wild. Okay, so the night before, during registration for Game of Thrones Con, we're walking to registration, and we look at the building that we're walking by to go to the LA Convention Center, and it's packed with people in suits and like tuxedos and fancy dresses, and we're like, what the fuck is going on? And we had just been recording Game Awards content in our hotel room. That trailer reaction is up there if you want to watch it. A lot of people watched that one. It was very, thank you for everyone who watched it.
Yeah.
The game, we had a view of the building the Game Awards were taking place in while we were shooting reaction content to the Game Awards.
Yeah.
Like, it was literally like, if you could just pan the camera up and see, it was like, oh, the Game Awards are right there.
Yeah.
And then the Game Awards post party was in the lobby of our building, which was super fucking weird because I couldn't find our food delivery.
Yeah.
And so I was in sweatpants and like a baggy t-shirt walking among all of these like fancy video game nerds in tuxedos.
Yeah.
Trying to find our food. It was a weird night.
Yeah.
It was great though.
We also met the guy from Wizards of Waverly Place.
Oh my God, that's right. What's his name?
Like on the show?
No, in real life.
Okay, because I think his
The older
character
brother
is-
from Wizards of Waverly Place was apparently staying in our hotel.
Yeah.
When we were checking out, because we got in the elevator and then he got on like a floor below us with his baby, and I recognized him immediately. But I hate starting that conversation in an elevator because if they want to escape, they can't.
Yeah.
And so I just made like really awkward small talk with him.
No, you didn't. He did. We were like, we got in the elevator and he was like, hey, and we were like, hey, and I didn't notice who he was, but you did, and he was like, oh, like big trip, because we had
so many bags,
suitcases or 5 suitcases or whatever, and I was like, yeah, and you were like, yeah, we were here for con or whatever, and he's like, oh yeah, that's really cool. Like he was like making small talk with us, and I did not recognize him.
100% he started the conversation. It felt like awkward small talk because I felt insane in the moment.
Yeah, you're like, I'm in an elevator with one of oh my God, they're like the Russos, but I can't remember.
I don't know, the older brother. It was very funny. He's a very nice guy.
He was lovely.
Cute baby.
Yeah.
He still has the same haircut from the show, which I thought was very funny. He was like, look, the people are only going to recognize me.
Well, the weird thing is I was like, I didn't recognize him at all, and I should have. He looks the same.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. Also, Laris Strong, the actor who plays him, David Henry, thank you, Charmed. The actor who plays Laris Strong was in our lobby one time when I was getting food, and I was walking by him.
He looks like such a dork. I love it.
Yeah, but I was walking by him, and I had to, like, stop myself from being like, hey, foot fetish, what's up?
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't do that. Oh, my God. But yeah, he just looks like such a, like, chill dude. It's very funny. Do photo or autograph ops so I can tell people I appreciate them. And, like, look, I would have loved to have, like, met several of the people that were there, but I wasn't gonna pay, you know, like, yeah, the Kit Harington was $250, which was kind of a lot, but even still, like, $80, I'm like, I already paid $260. I don't want to give more of my money.
I don't mind paying for autographs and paying for photos if the con has things to do that are worth the con money.
But that's the thing is, I was like, it's not worth me paying more. Like,
the line for me is, if this money I spent on the con, if there's enough things to do there for that money, then I am fine paying money for extra things.
Yeah.
Because they're extra things. But if the only thing at the con is paying money to be there so that I can have paid experiences, that is my problem, right? It would be like if Disneyland started to charge you to be in the park and then you had to pay per ride. Oh wait, Rise of the Resistance. And I have paid that, but that's just because I don't like lines. But you know what I mean? Like, if every single ride was an upcharge at Disneyland, it would drive everybody up the fucking wall.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so I think that's more the thing for me, where, like, I think that Disneyland has plenty of free things to do once you've paid to be in the park.
Free, yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And
that are included with the price of admission.
My problem with Game of Thrones Con isn't that there are paid autographs and paid photos.
No, it's that the price of admission got you nothing.
The ship has sailed on that. Cons didn't used to be that way. That is how they are now.
Yeah.
We're never going to turn that around, right? Yeah. There's too much money, especially for actors who are, like, older and, like, their careers are on the, like, no one's hiring them anymore, and traveling to cons is how they make money. I'm not going to begrudge them that. My problem is that at Game of Thrones Con, the only thing to do once you had paid the entry fee was sit in the panel room that was fucking freezing. Yeah. The first day, the second and third day it wasn't as bad, but the first day, if you stood about 3 feet away from the door, you could feel the blast of cold air coming out of that room. It was wild.
And everybody was, like, running out of the room. They're like, it's too cold in here. Like...
Charmed saying he's also played Ted's future son on How I Met Your Mother. That is true.
Yes, correct.
That is true. And they had to film all of that stuff so far in advance because they were going to age. Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah. Well, because, you know, I think they knew it was going to go on for a while. So, like, all right.
I mean, I don't think anyone saw 10 seasons coming, but...
Isn't it 8? Or am I making...
Isn't How I Met Your Mother 10? Am I wrong about that? Ronan Unchained says, same mentality, nerdy. Also, I like to keep $100 or less for photos and or autographs. And look, here's the thing. I paid for an autograph in
9
at LA Comic-Con.
We were both wrong. It's 9.
I had the opportunity to speak with the team behind the X-Men animated show. Eric Lewald, the showrunner, and he's right there. Look at him. Look at him, so cute. I fucking love the X-Men animated series, you guys. It's such a huge part of my childhood. And we were walking through like Comic-Con, and the showrunner is just sitting there. And I was like, oh my God. And no one was talking to them. So I went over and talked to them. And because there was no one else there, I got to talk to them for like 10 minutes. And they were so sweet. I cried. They were very sweet about the fact that I was crying. And so I bought the book and they signed it. And then I paid the voice actress who plays Rogue in it. She signed it as well. Yeah. So like, I'll pay for an autograph because this meant a lot to me. That interaction with them meant a lot to me.
Absolutely.
Getting to talk to them, it was incredible. I literally was crying on the con floor being like, thank you so much for making the show. It meant the world to me as a child. And I'm so glad I have this now, right? Like, this is a book that I'm excited to read. I haven't had a chance yet because Wheel of Time. It's a book that I'm excited to read, but this physical book now is also a memory of the time I got to like tell these people that I appreciated their work, right?
Yeah.
And that's a special memory for me now. I'm happy to pay for those things. I just think that the con has to provide value for what you're paying, especially if you're going to have $1,000 tier.
Yeah.
Right? If it like, you know, if it had been $90 to get in for the weekend, I wouldn't say any of this stuff. But,
yeah, I'd be like, okay, whatever. But yeah, the whole, it was not worth the money. Want to save you from Creation Entertainment and their cons.
I will never go to one of their cons ever again.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Also, Creation Entertainment, book some fucking women on your shows.
Yeah, there were 14 guests.
And Roz, the only woman they got was Roz. And like, nothing against her. She's very talented. She's great on Supergirl. Like, I'm not dissing the actress at all.
No, she was great.
But like, she's not a main character.
No.
And the fact the first ever official Game of Thrones con has one woman on it is just the most like dude bro cringy look.
Yeah.
Like, fuck,
and that it's Ross, like, you know, like, of all people, like.
And the new show, House of the Dragon, has so many female characters on it.
Yeah.
And femme presenting characters played by non-binary actors. Like, you couldn't get any of them. You couldn't get, like, I don't know.
Yep. Yeah. That was a little sus when I was, like, reading it. I was like, huh.
Yeah, Charmed Original is bringing up that in 2021, courts granted approval of a $950,000 settlement in a lawsuit against Creation Entertainment for data breach of their customers' information. That is, my understanding of that is that is about, like, how credit card information was handled online. That stuff's tough. I don't know that I can blame a con company for, like, fucking up their, like, online security.
I have no idea how that works.
That is separate from how they run a con. Although, honestly, considering how they run a con, I'm not surprised they fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rantel Moore says, I bet dinner with Kit Harington was wonderful, but that doesn't help those who didn't buy all that. You didn't get to have dinner with Kit Harington.
I think he was in the room, right?
I don't think he got there till Sunday.
Oh, no, you're right. So the dinner was just like a fancy dinner. There was
I don't think there was anyone at the... Like, I don't think Game of Thrones people are at the dinner.
No. They were at the VIP meet and greets. So if you bought the top tier VIP thing... there was like a 20-minute slot where the character from the show would come into the VIP lounge so you could meet them and say hi.
Yeah.
I do not believe they were like that they all had dinner together. Maybe I misunderstood that, but I don't think that
I do not think anyone from the shows was at that dinner.
Yeah.
You did get free tickets to Christian Narn's dance party, but if going to a dance party that has like 50 people at it sounds like fun.
Yeah. Well, and that was the thing is there was nobody there, and at cons like
and the dance party should have been a part of every package. The fact that only the top packages got for free, and we would have had to pay another $60 to go to it.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
A $60 cover for a dance party?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
No, get 10 most. But like
Oh, Mauricio asked, do you think the experience will affect if actors like Jack and Kit come back? Kit charged $250 a photo, so I feel like he probably made money. Jack, I could see being like, no, I'm good. I don't know if they'll do it again. Honestly, I don't think they made money off of it. I can't imagine how.
What were we talking about before?
I have no idea.
I was saying something, and then you talked about the dance party.
Was it about the dinner? We were talking about the dinner, and then we went to the dance party.
No, I lost it.
Sorry.
That's okay.
The chat is just now realizing that we are Marshall and Lily from How I Met Your Mother. And how did it take you this long?
Yeah. I'm small. Nerdy is tall boy. Although you don't smoke, thankfully. Jesus Christ.
Fabu Moose says dinner with Kit Harington. Kit Harington stands there and awkwardly watches you eat Mech Convention Center Kisco food. And they only had the one food place open. Oh my god, we didn't even talk about this. But like the food situation at the con at LA Comic Con was amazing. There was like ramen. There were different food stands. There was a whole like beer, a food truck area. And then for Game of Thrones Con, the next weekend, it was this one stand that had chicken Caesar salad sandwiches and salad and these like pre-made salads. It was literally like airplane food the second week. And I was like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Not one food truck.
No. Yeah. It was rough. It was very rough.
Harsith Kumar Singh says, why they charge money for a photo? Something new for me. People have been trying to figure out how to like make money off cons forever. And now they've realized that they can, that people will pay for a photo opportunity with a celebrity. And so that's how a lot of celebrities make money at cons now.
Yeah.
And yeah, it kind of sucks, but it also like, honestly, in my opinion, and this is going to be controversial, I feel like the kinds of celebrities who come to con since that became more accepted, because when it first started happening, I remember, and man, it was like, this was like almost pre-internet, not pre-internet, but pre like social media.
I was like pre-internet, you were 5.
Pre-social media, where like it started to be a thing, and like on like the online forums, people were pissed, and so celebrities that were like charging for autographs, it was like a whole thing, and then it just kind of became more and more normalized, and now it's just kind of how it is. People kind of build that expected price into their expectations of the con.
Yeah.
And like honestly, I appreciate the people who make their prices really available up front.
Yeah.
So that people can build in the expectation. I think that people who the only way it's weird for me nowadays is the people who try and like wait until the last second to give you the price. And I'm like, no, just like put it on the website, put it on the poster. I don't care that there's a price. Just let people know before they get there. There are some cons I've been to where it's like almost like a drug deal at the end of the thing where they're like, how much? And you're like, oh yeah, how much you willing to spend? And it's like, no, just fucking like put it on Front Street.
No. Yeah, it has to be like readily available for people. Like, look, I get it. There are cons now. Like cons are massive. Mm-hmm. If everybody at the convention wants to go say hi to fucking Kit Harington, it's gonna be like a mob. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I understand. You know, you have to do like something. I mean, I think $250 is a little bit like crazy. But like the people who charge like whatever, like $40 to come get a selfie, like I understand that, because otherwise you're just gonna have people there lingering, overstaying their welcome, and it does make things like uncomfortable for people who are there as their job, right? They're like working.
But it does make the Game of Thrones con experience very weird, with the celebrities sitting at their tables with their handler, and no one's going to talk to them because no one wants to pay to talk to them. And so they're just sitting there. Like, honestly, there was a point where the guy who played Podrick, Daniel Portman, and King Joffrey, I was just walking through, and they were just chatting to each other, because I think that they were like, they were both just like kind of like talking because no one was coming up to them. Yeah. Because it was $80, right? And it's like, you can only get away with that if there are enough people. You need a critical mass to keep that line full. Mm-hmm. But because there were so few people at the con, on Friday, there was like maybe 80 people there.
Yeah,
like,
oh my God.
Maybe 80 people there.
It was weird.
And
I've never seen,
So like their lines were empty because once someone gets their autograph and walks away, I'm willing to bet like if 10% of people at the con want his autograph, which is a big number at a normal con, 10% willing to pay $80. But it's sure at this con, 10%, that's 8 people. Yeah. 8 people aren't going to fill hours of your day, right?
Yeah. So we did Game of Thrones Con, and then the con that we did before that was LA Comic Con, which was the previous weekend. And then before that was Dragon Con.
Did we do nothing between Dragon Con and LA?
In September, October? No.
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah, so September, October, we didn't go to any cons, but we went to Dragon Con, and then we went to
before that was
Toronto Fan
Expo,
and then Yeti Con.
Yeti Con was before that. Then
Calgary Comic Con.
Oh, Calgary Fan Expo.
Calgary Fan Expo. Sorry.
Then before that was
Toronto Comic Con.
Or no, was it Calgary Comic Con?
Oh, it might have been Calgary Comic Con. I don't remember.
Calgary Comic Expo.
Yeah, one of those.
Before that, no, it was Fan Expo because the Hobbits were there.
Right. Yeah.
So before Calgary Fan Expo, it was Star Wars Celebration.
Oh, yes.
Before that was Toronto Comic Con. I think.
Yeah, I think no. Toronto was in March and Calgary was in April.
Oh my god! I can't believe we can't even remember what cons we went to.
We've been to a
feel like we
lot
missed
of
one.
cons because it's our job.
It's our job, but also like we're not gonna have kids, and some people are like, "Wow, you guys spend your money really frivolously on this stuff," and I'm like,
Fuck
"Yeah,
yeah,
but like
the world's gonna end in 20 years."
I'm never gonna buy a diaper, so like, I'm like, yeah. People spend money on different things in their lives,
Yeah.
and this is how we spend our money. And like, I don't know. I think that people who get like weird about how other people spend their money is very strange. I don't tell anyone how to spend their money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I would just never tell anyone how to spend their money.
Yeah.
And I just the people who get upset that this is what we choose to do with our lives, I'm like, why do you give a shit? Like, why does this matter to you?
I don't know.
It's very weird.
Snip, I'm glad you enjoy our content. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, the photos and the autographs are kind of the same. Here's the thing. I understand. I can understand the justification for pricing up autographs because people can go just sell it online, which is very unfortunate that is a thing.
Do people still buy autographs online? That's
I
a weird
don't know.
thing.
I genuinely do not know. But
If
for
you
me,
want
there's
to-
no reason to, because if I don't have the experience and the connection with the person that I got it from, what the fuck is the point of it?
Yeah, like my X-Men book, the special thing is that it was the
You were
interaction when it was signed.
Yeah, exactly.
If anybody wants a signed photo of the Doctor from Heroes, hit me up. Remember how at Fan Expo we got the VIP package and they gave us, we have two of, I don't know if they're in this room.
Oh,
we
from
have two
Suresh?
pictures of Suresh. So if you want a signed picture of Suresh from Heroes, just like let me know. I'll send it to you.
I'm not sure why. Those are here somewhere.
Perry Wolf says, I do question you spent money on that sweater, Nerdy. This was fucking $20 at a Century 21.
It's cute. Come on.
It's also like really soft and warm.
I spent
like-
my money on super chats. I appreciate you, Rant.
Ryan, tell more, what would we do without you?
Yeah, it is also part of our job, Myrtle. So people who are like, wow, you guys are just wasting money at cons. It's like, well, actually, it is an investment. We meet a lot of you guys at cons. We meet a lot of people that we work with in the future at cons. Like it's an incredible all around experience for us.
Ronan Unchained was the person we met in that hotel lobby. He was in line to meet Ashley when we were going to meet Mark.
Oh my god!
What's up, Ronan?
Wild, hello.
So are we gonna see you in London then?
Oh man, yeah, Star Wars Celebration. Whoo! Marisa, I have not started reading yet. Don't at me.
I've read 3 pages, so we're gonna do the audiobook reaction in Calgary.
Yeah, there's not enough time before we go.
We have the flight tomorrow back to Calgary, so we're both gonna read on the flight. We've been banging out a lot of our reading lately on the flights.
Yeah, it's a good way to pass the time.
Charm Original, I appreciate that you love the idea of a baby David or Clarice, but I
we don't.
promise you, there will never be one.
Yeah.
That is not, well, our marriage
of our
will
wedding
end in
vows.
divorce if
Yeah.
either of us wants a child.
Truly.
Because maybe one of us changes our mind about it, but I can't imagine a world where
Both of us do?
do.
I know.
No,
that would
there's
be
no way.
wild.
Yeah.
I know. Your mom would be happy if we had kids, but
Oh, my mom would be over the moon.
it ain't happening.
I don't know that my mom would love who those kids grow up to be, though.
Well, here's the problem. You were a nightmare, and I was a nightmare. So any child of ours would be a double nightmare, and I don't have the patience.
Run Unchained, we will see you in London. We're very excited for Celebration.
Woohoo! That's awesome!
Also, everyone, if you could keep your fingers and toes and, like, your butt hairs crossed for the next 2 weeks, we find out if we have a panel at Star Wars Celebration London in the first week of January.
Yeah.
So we're just, like, honestly, like, I wake up in a cold sweat every morning being like, I don't know yet.
Yeah.
But we might have a panel at Star Wars Celebration London, so
Yes.
we're fingers.
We have applied.
Crossed.
So yeah.
My mother's love is conditional on grandchildren.
I'm so sorry. I don't care where people spend their money, but I do prefer it being spent on me. Valid. You know what? That's valid.
Project Myrtle says you guys are just allowing idiocracy to happen. I think global warming will take care of that for us.
Yeah, I'm not too worried. I think that we're all gonna kill each other over water. So that's gonna happen first.
Ryan Moore says audiobook reaction on the plane. Your fellow passengers will surely love the free show. We could. I feel like
No, people would be very upset. I would get upset. I don't like when people are like loud in public spaces, like unnecessarily. Like if if you're listening to music or on a phone call, like yelling and it's on speakerphone, I'm like, I can't, please.
MJ Daniel says, get a puppy or a kitten. We would love to. We just travel too much.
Yeah. Well, we're definitely going to get a dog at some point.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we're traveling too much. I would want to make sure that we're a little more stable. Fuck for the future.
That's the upcoming sequel to Back to the Future.
Back to the Future, fuck for the future.
Marty!
No.
You've got to fuck her at 88 gigawatts.
No.
The Lebanese said you have to fuck her at 88 gigawatts.
I hate it.
Doc, I don't know if I can get my dick to 88 gigawatts hard. I don't know if I can do it, Doc.
Fuck is a gigawatt?
Are you telling me that you put a mattress inside of a DeLorean?
Hey, why wouldn't you? It's a cool car.
Is it 88 gigawatts? I feel like it's not. I feel like I got the number wrong.
Fabu! I love when people tell me never say never, kids have a way of happening, and I'm like, a man without a uterus married to a man to a man without a uterus. Yeah. It's not like you could accidentally just conceive a child. Fabu, I think you're good to go.
Gigawatts, that's funny.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Fabu, I don't think that you're gonna get pregnant.
I don't think so.
Never say never.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? We just watched Predestination, and that shit was wild.
Yeah, if you guys haven't watched our reaction to Predestination, you should. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. Also, y'all, we recorded our Christmas reaction, and I'm excited for people to see that because spoiler alert, I cry.
Yeah.
I cried pretty hard.
Was not expecting that.
The number sounds wrong, right? How many gigawatts?
We are gonna.
I know it's gigawatts. I'm sorry, not to cut you off there. Mm-hmm. I know it's gigawatts. I'm just, in the movie. Doesn't he say gigawatts? Sorry.
I can't remember. It's been so long. But the Expanse reactions will be coming in the new year, sometime. We realized that there's actually a bunch of shows that drop in January. We've got Bad Batch. We've got Last of Us. We got Vox Machina.
It's 1.21 gigawatts. How was I off by so much?
That's so many watts.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I have no idea.
69 gigawatts. That's what we have to do.
God damn it.
That's what we have to do.
Yeah, there's a bunch of shows that drop in January, so we have to figure out our schedule and how that's gonna work. We will let you know. We will keep you up to date.
Yeah. Here's
the problem, MJ Daniel. I would love to get a cat, but Nerdy is deathly allergic.
Oh, it's 88 miles per hour. Okay, that's the... Okay. So I mixed two things from the movie in my head.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Oh, my God.
I love this. I'm a man, but when Mazrim Tame says, Ashaman, kill, in live action, I may get pregnant instantly. Who's going to play Mazrim Tame, do you think?
Who's going to play Mazrim Tame?
Henry Cavill, he's unemployed.
He's not. He's working on Warhammer.
Oh, we're not going to... Oh, fuck off with that. That post is the worst kind of tease. Because that Warhammer shit is not going to come out for like 5 years.
Yeah.
In that post, he's like, I'm going to be stewarding this. And look, I'm excited for it. I love Warhammer. I love Henry Cavill. I cannot wait for Henry Cavill's Warhammer thing. But like that, like 2026 at the earliest, right?
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, they don't have a filmmaker. Nothing's been written.
Oh, yeah. It's just going to happen. Charmed, the idea is to get a small dog with a service license to like take it around on the planes, but we would want to make sure that we're home for and training it while it's a puppy still, and just get that out of the way and not be leaving it and going to cons during that period of time. Yeah. So it's just all about timing. But yeah, the idea would be to get a small dog that we could take with us very easily. Hopefully. And more Attack on Titan is coming. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're doing 2 Attack on Titans this week, y'all.
Yeah. More Attack on Titan, I promise.
Wednesday and Thursday Attack on Titan this week.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think in terms of the dog thing, this next year we're not home enough to train it. And that becomes the problem.
Yeah.
Ayman Saeed says, I've been mildly allergic to cats my whole life. I'm deathly allergic to cats. So unfortunately no cats for us because I will die.
Yeah, it's not like, I get a little sniffly, because, my mom is a little bit allergic to cats as well. But no, David's air pipe will close.
Consciousness says, did your guy have to prove he's allergic to cats?
I've seen it in action, so you didn't have to, but you did.
Oh, I did. That's right. We were at our friend B's house. And
yeah, and they had a cat there a month ago. Their roommate used to have a cat, like over a month ago. And we were in the same house that a cat had previously resided in.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just like, I don't feel good. It's like, what's wrong? And then it was a few minutes and you were like, was there a cat? And B was like, oh yeah, there was a cat here. And we were like, okay, that's it. So we had to
But the cat hadn't been there in a month. And I was literally just liquid pouring out of it was gross. I felt so disgusting.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was really bad.
Yeah. It's not a good time.
Yeah, I'm very allergic. And then this swells up and I look like a bullfrog and then I stop breathing and then that's when it gets really bad.
Yeah. It's not cute.
Yeah. Henry Cavill is a live-action Omni-Man. Ronan, I like the idea of it, but I just don't think that live-action could ever do Invincible
justice.
Yeah, the animated show is such a great adaptation of the comic, and I think that any live-action thing would be hampered by just how far it's able to go.
Yeah, I do love that it's animated. I've never watched it being like, I need this in live action. I think that the medium of having it in animation actually is a strength for the show, personally.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I don't know. Who would I cast as Mads from Tame?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah, I mean, that's, Or Demandred.
Easy.
Or, yeah.
Easy.
He would actually be a great Moradin, too.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
Okay, if I'm gonna go different than you, Mads from Tame, but not Mads Mikkelsen. That's good casting.
Thank you.
I don't know. I feel like I want someone a little bit more beefy.
A little more beefy? Okay.
You know, I want someone a little bit larger. You know who I would love?
Who?
J.K. Simmons. He's shredded right now.
I don't know. What's he from?
The movie we watched yesterday.
I didn't see his face.
Whiplash.
This guy?
Yeah. He's probably too old, but he's so jacked right now.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, that's not who I would have picked, but okay.
Wait, where's The Rock's Instagram?
They working out together?
Yeah, because they're doing a Santa movie together, and he's jacked Santa.
Oh, I understand. Oh, wow.
J.K. Simmons is yoked out of his damn mind right now. Look at those arms.
That's wild.
But yeah, he's too old to play. Oh, he could be Davram Bashir. No, Gareth Bryan. He's just an old... Oh my god, wait. J.K. Simmons right now is the perfect Gareth Bryan.
Oh my god.
He's so jacked, but he's a little bit older. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
J.K. Simmons' voice is Omni-Man. That is true.
Oh, right.
Get me pictures of Spider-Man. I know. Y'all. So we watched Claws, the Christmas movie.
Mm-hmm.
And in the middle of the reaction, you'll see, I'm literally like, J.K. Simmons. And she's like, who? And I'm like, Commissioner Gordon from Zack Snyder's Justice League. He's also J. Jonah Jameson in Spider-Man.
Yep. Fun how that works. Huh.
I was going to say J.K. Simmons as Pedro Nile.
Oh.
I could see it.
I could see that.
I could see it.
Sorry, that's mine.
Do you think that Pedro Nile will be in the show?
I'm not sure.
Let's not talk about... No, I don't want to talk about Wheel of Time spoilers on this. So let's...
That's fair.
Fat Larry says, would you have preferred Wheel of Time animated or live action? Animated.
Yeah, I think they're going to definitely run into some obstacles.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but it is what it is.
Fabu says, I just can't wait to see Chief Hopper / Hellboy beat the shit out of Bruno / Luigi.
It's going to be a good day.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So were there any fun insights from the panels at Game of Thrones Con? No. Sorry.
No.
No.
A lot of the actors in Game of Thrones have never seen episodes of it or watched it years later, so that's kind of fun.
Oh yeah, they were trying to talk also about House of the Dragon, and
which was very funny.
Which was very funny because they clearly had kind of watched it, but not really I. One girl was like, yeah, I really like the guy with the eye patch, and someone in the audience was like, oh, Damon, and they're like, yeah, I really like Damon, and I'm sitting there no, and it took them 5 minutes to figure out that was not the character. Yeah.
Well, and what was frustrating about that moment, and this is so dumb, but the hosts of the panel
also had
didn't
no
know,
idea.
and I was like, how do you host the official Game of Thrones podcast and you're not the person helping them. Like, the audience had to step in and help them remember character names. And I was like, but you are the host. Wait, what?
Hire me.
How do you not know this?
Hire me. I talk lots for a living.
Well, but also, like, the panel questions weren't great. I will say, like, we walked out of a couple panels just because they were a little bland.
Yeah, it was very surface level, boring kind of stuff. And like we the most that we watched was like the Ross panel, and they were like dancing around the fact that like she's a whore. Like they were like,
she's a prostitute.
She's a politician and just a very smart lady. And I was like, she is a very smart lady. She does a lot of cool shit. But they were like afraid to say, like, it felt like they were like, it was like something you didn't talk about. I was like, that's your whole character.
You're at Game of Thrones con.
It was very strange. I was like, why are we like pretending? Like, that is a very integral and interesting part of that character. Feels weird to like pretend. I don't know. Yeah.
Marisu says Paul Rudd for Mazrim Dame.
What? No.
No, Paul Rudd is going to be season 4 Matt. Because there's going to be a different actor to play Matt every season, right?
Every season? Yeah.
So Paul Rudd will be season 4.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm liking the Billy Zanes as Tame or as Robin. I like both of those.
Oh, yeah.
I like Danny DeVito as Bashir.
No.
I started blasting.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, that is very funny. Jason Trenner says, "Did you give up on Willow?" Did we?
Yes.
We haven't seen episode 4.
Yeah, sorry. We didn't release episode 3 because we hated it.
Yeah.
So we didn't want to put any more negativity out there. So yeah, we are not going to be doing Willow. We might watch it on our own time.
Yeah.
If we want to.
I'll finish it. I'll definitely watch all the episodes.
Yeah, sorry.
Because
if you're enjoying Willow, all the power to you. I think it's incredibly cringe, and I do not want to be reacting to it. So yeah.
I think the plot writing is like incredibly dependent on Deus Ex Machina nonsense. And I find that unfortunate because as a show that has a queer love story at its center, I want that representation. Mm-hmm. And I loved that they went with that, right? I love the lesbian relationship at the center of it. But if you want a really good lesbian show, it was just canceled, unfortunately, because Netflix is bullshit. Go watch Warrior Nun. It's a much better show. And it has another great gay love story. So, like, if you're looking for something sapphic, I recommend Warrior Nun. You can't go wrong with that show. I think it's literally incredible. But Willow is not what I wanted as someone who really loves the movie. And
yeah.
I just didn't want to, it's different than Rings of Power. Like, we put out negative reactions to Rings of Power because there was stuff we didn't like about those shows, but there's also stuff we loved.
Yeah.
And it felt like it was about to, every episode kind of felt like it was about to become the show that I wanted it to be. Willow, it feels like they've gone with something very specific that I don't like. And there are going to be people who love it, and power to them. It really isn't for me in any way. And it's unfortunate because I really love the sapphic romance at the center of it. I love having why am I blanking on his name? Willow back.
Warwick Davis.
Yeah, I love having Warwick Davis back. I really love him, and it's just unfortunate that the plotting is so bad. This is a spoiler for the show, but like in episode 3.
Well, okay.
No, but it's a very light.
Warning.
That's why I said
spoiler.
it.
Yeah. This is spoiler.
This is a very light spoiler.
Yeah, okay.
This is barely even a plot spoiler. There is a scene where there are two characters running down a hallway being chased by hundreds of were-rats. And you're like, oh, how are they going to get out of this situation? That's crazy. And then in the next scene that you see those characters, they bust through a wall into the middle of another fight. And the were-rats are all they never come back.
Yeah, they're just conveniently
I was like,
disappeared.
What just happened? Like, what? You set up this danger. You set up this risk. You set up these characters were trying to escape something. They just escaped it off screen. And I was like, but that's the main character. Like, how do you just forget about the hundreds of were-rats that you introduced 5 minutes ago? And like that was the moment where I truly felt like my patience was like really shredded, where I was like, oh, you guys don't even care about the plot of your own show anymore. Things are literally going to just happen.
Yeah.
And that plot beat really sold me on the idea of what the show is. It's going to work for some people. It really doesn't work for me.
Oh my God. Sorry. I read Joe Pesci as Bale Dolman, and I hate it here.
Also, Enter Sandman has never made me. I might post that clip.
Oh, sure. The music.
At the end of episode 3, Enter Sandman starts playing, and it made me laugh so hard. Like, genuinely so hard. I never thought would be the funniest thing in the world. And yet, oh my, when Willow looks into camera for that, I lost it.
It was something. No, I don't know what Yellow Jackets is.
I don't think we'll react to it, but I've heard it's incredible.
Yeah. Gwendolyn Christie has Bail Doman. Oh my god, we haven't met the Empress yet. But I hope that Gwendolyn Christie gets cast as the Empress. May she live forever.
I feel like Gwendolyn Christie would actually be like a really good, like, Amis.
Amis? Okay.
I would say Sorely, but Sorely is supposed to be older.
Yeah,
But I think like if you wanted like Amis and Ruark to be really towering figures, Gwendolyn Christie would be a great Amis. Honestly,
or she could be Sulin then.
Mm.
Sulin is also a little bit older, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair.
Do any of these actresses have the titties, though, to be in the Robert Jordan universe? That is the question.
That's true. We need to, guys.
We need these hentai titties.
We're going to cast the Wheel of Time based on titties, as Robert Jordan would have wished.
Yeah. Barry Horwood says episode 4 was an improvement. So I'll watch it. I'm curious.
Yeah.
I just don't think we're going to react to it.
Yeah, we're just not going to watch it on our own time. We're going to watch it on our own time. We're not going to react to it, because if we don't like it, we just don't want to put out negative content.
We might like react to the finale or something and give our thoughts on the show.
Yeah. Thank you, Ronan.
Project Myrtle, they did cancel Warrior Nun. I'm very sorry about that.
Yeah. Wait, I'm glad you guys are enjoying Chainsaw Man as much as we are.
Joe Pesci as Bail Doman is very funny.
Right?
Matt LeBlanc as Bail Doman is not bad casting. That is, you know what?
Who is Matt LeBlanc?
He's Joey from Friends.
Oh!
But he's and in episodes, I think is the show, right? Mm-hmm. He's aged. He's a pretty good actor. He's got he's got it going on. I actually think that he would bring something interesting in his Bill Doman.
Yeah. What was it? What was the show called? Episodes?
Wait, they've cast Bill Doman. Why are we talking about this?
Because it's fun.
Oh, okay.
It's fun. All right. The Empress May She Live Forever is probably black, since Tuon is. Probably. Okay.
Wait,
that's fair.
They've cast Tuon?
No, I think that, like, in the book she is described as being darker. I don't know if it's, like, black. Like there's no, like the people are just different. Wheel of Time is different.
Yeah.
So, I always thought, well, actually, no, that doesn't make sense. I don't know. Yeah, the geography and racial layout of Randland is very interesting.
Yeah, it is.
How you doing? Oh my god.
Rantom Moore says, "Who do you want for Kratos?" I only know one Greek actor off the top of my head, so I'm going to say Jason Mantzoukas. I couldn't get through it with a straight face.
No.
Can you imagine? It would be so. If Jason Mantzoukas got yoked out of his mind and played Kratos in the God of War, it would be amazing.
Jesus fucking Christ. Wait, but is he Greek?
Jason Mantzoukas?
No, I mean Kratos. I know, like, the Greek gods are involved, but also isn't previous God of Wars also different gods from different pantheons, or am I making that up?
No, the current God of War is different gods. Because now he's in the Norse. He's moved to, like, the Norse lands.
But he started with the Greek gods.
Yes.
I understand. Yes. Okay.
He is the ghost of Sparta. That is his name.
Gotcha.
Yeah. The first trilogy is about him taking out the Greek gods because they
manipulate
make him kill his wife and child and then fuse their ashes to his skin, making him white.
Oh wow, that's fucked up.
Holy that's why he's white, is because the ashes of his wife and child are fused into his skin. That's why he's so pale.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's why he kills all the gods, because he's a little upset about it.
He's upset. I understand that. Yeah. Shit. Russell Crowe? No.
So he did Zeus.
No.
Wait, but Russell Crowe doing his accent from Thor: Love and Thunder.
No.
Jenny Bell, we will be reacting to Last of Us.
Yes, we will.
Of course. I'm so hyped.
Wow, yeah, that was fucked up. Spoilers alert for, I guess, God of War.
That's not a spoil. That's like the opening credit. It's not even in the game. Like, that's just the opening credit scene from a 25-year-old video game.
Mm-hmm. All right.
What?
I was gonna try and like look up Greek actors.
Yeah.
Greek actors. Oh my god, I cannot type.
Meryl Streep played a Greek in Mamma Mia.
Okay, I always thought that they weren't actually Greek. They were just like moved there.
Oh, maybe. I thought they lived there.
Oh, they do live there, but I never thought that they were actually like Greek because they never like speak.
Chloe Grace Moritz is Grendel. Ulbelk, that's interesting.
Who's that?
Chloe Grace Moritz is like,
This guy's Greek?
yeah.
Oh. I just didn't know. I'm just looking. Wait, there's no way. Wait, is she Greek?
Maybe, I don't know.
This is so weird. Is Wolverine Greek?
He is as Greek as Oedipus, so that checks out. That's funny, Nicholas Reed.
Jesus.
I
feel like I don't.
Yellow
recognize.
Jackets. Yeah, I've heard Yellow Jackets is great. I just don't know that it is something that we would react to.
Yeah.
I've heard good things about it. But...
We can only react to so many things.
Yeah, and we have to be careful about like stuff that we have to be careful about like views and stuff because we've kind of reacted to some stuff lately that it hasn't done very well, which isn't great for the channel. But
yeah,
we are going to finish Interview with the Vampire. We've actually already recorded both of our final episodes. Episode 6 will be up at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Western.
Yeah.
Today, and episode 7 we've recorded. It'll be up next Monday. But
yes,
our editors has to edit it first. But yeah, like that, the Interview with the Vampire stuff isn't doing very well. So like, I don't know that we'll do Mayfair Witches. We'll probably watch the show, but I don't know if we'll react because it doesn't seem like the AMC-averse is doing well for our numbers, unfortunately. And we do kind of have to take that into consideration because it is a lot of work.
Probably because nobody wants to pay for AMC Plus because the player is so fucking terrible.
Marisu says Grendel will probably be a perma-nude role. I do not agree with that.
I think that,
based on the show,
the rating, I think it'll be, like, sexy, but I don't think she's going to be, like...
You think she's going to be in it?
You don't think Grendel's going to be in it at all?
I think Grendel is going to be one of the 5 cut Forsaken.
Okay. It's hard because we haven't gotten to the end yet, so I don't really know. I that is really tough for me to know.
Do you know who would be a good Grendel? Ava Green. She plays that, name. Like, sexual... manipulation really well. Mm-hmm. In the prequel to 300, she's like really good in that role. Mm-hmm. Daisha's always watching says, do you think Last of Us will be a good one to react to? Hell yes.
I think so. I think it's going to be emotional and action-packed. So
and scary and zombies and it's a show that everyone will be watching, so it'll like perform well.
Yeah.
The problem with reactions, right, is that like you have to consider that people don't. The majority of people who watch reactions have watched the show already. And so you need shows that will do well in their runs to get enough people to watch the reaction of it. Mm-hmm. And so something like Mayfair Witches, which I just like, I want to see and I'm excited for. I just don't know that enough people are going to watch it and then want to turn to watch a reaction of it. Because part of the problem with Interview with the Vampire is that it's an impeccable show. It's incredible. I love it. Other than episode 5, which we didn't react to because our sound was broken. It hasn't had a lot of like reaction worthy moments. It's more like slow conversations and reveals over time. And so we just want to make sure that we're creating content that people like are interested in. Yeah,
for sure. Because we only have so many hours in the day. Mm-hmm. So, we have to be very specific about what we're doing. I like Lizzo for Grendel.
In a minute, I'm going to need a sentimental man or woman to pump me up. If that's not a Grendel line, I don't know what is.
I for like months thought it was cinnamon roll. And I was like, yes.
Should we go get cinnamon rolls for lunch?
What?
What? Why not? It's Christmas.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. After stream, I'll bring you a cinnamon roll while you're streaming. I'm going to run to Cobb's.
Oh my God. Why would you do this to
In a minute, I'm going to need a cinnamon roll.
To pump me up.
Jesse Garrett says, Nerdy, did you see the leaked set pics for The Acolyte? No, I don't look at set pics.
No, yeah, we prefer to wait for the actual releases.
I find they always look bad, and they always like the costumes. because I saw like I remember seeing the Sasha Cale ones for Supergirl and the Flash, and I think that it looked really bad. And I know that it's not going to look bad in live action because the wires won't be there, and like you won't see the harness tugging at the suit. Like they'll fix that.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to look at the set pics. I like to. Sorry.
Bless.
I like to look at set pics after the fact. When I've seen the movie already and I want to see the behind the scenes, it's fun to go back and look at them then. But until I've actually seen the trailers and the movie itself, I don't like to look at set pics.
Yeah.
Personally, for people who do, I get it. Like I get the pull of wanting to know everything about the things that you love, 100%. I just find that I'm generally disappointed by them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Charmed, we put up a lot of different reactions around like the 6 p.m. time mark. So we are able to compare things like Interview with the Vampire to other things like Chainsaw Man or like the movies or like other stuff that we do. And so, yeah, it is unfortunately it's just not performing as well despite going up at the same time as other stuff.
Yeah. We landed on 6 p.m. because it was the earliest that if we watched something that morning, it was the earliest that we could like reasonably get something up day of.
Yeah, and like Chainsaw Man.
The thing that I found is that our channel performs better when like the videos generally go up at the same time. That's why our lives are generally at 11 a.m. on this channel and our videos are generally at 6 p.m. because people kind of become conditioned, not in like a nefarious way, but just like, oh, it's 6 p.m. there might be a Nerdy Nightly video. So unless it's a trailer reaction, we do try and hit 6 p.m. Eastern just so that it's consistent, so that a year from now people will like associate 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with a video of ours going up. But it doesn't seem to affect how things do. We've tried a lot of other times. We've tried 10 a.m. That didn't really work. We've tried 3 p.m. That didn't really work. Especially when kids are in school for like anime stuff, like that doesn't really work. So we found like 6 p.m. has worked for us in a way that a lot of other things haven't. And so we've just this is where we landed, mostly because in order to get things up day of, generally we can't really record until like 11.
Or like Chainsaw Man doesn't like drop until noon, right?
Chainsaw Man drops at noon.
So, yeah.
And so we've tried to find consistency, and 6 p.m. has worked for us. We're also generally free if we do a premiere to like be in the chat talking with people.
Yeah. Because it's right before we're about to have dinner, so... Rantamore, we have both watched The Last Airbender, unfortunately.
I wish we could have reacted to it.
I know.
Because my spicy takes about season 3 would have been
great.
Would have performed.
Yeah.
I really don't like season 3. The first half. I really don't like the first half of season 3. Yeah. I think season 1 is great. I think season 2 is perfection. I think the first half of season 3 is meh. And then the second half of season 3 is pretty good. Incredible.
Okay. I'm not sure if I like love the resolution of like Aang storyline, but like there's a lot of stuff that I do love about it. Yeah,
I'm hoping the live action cuts the Katang romance because they're very young. The live action people are very young. That kid is a child.
Oh.
And the girl playing Katara is like, it's like 16 and 12, which is like real, but like I just don't want to watch them.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair. It is ironic that Nerdy Nightly goes live in the morning. That's why it's the nightly morning show.
That's because we get Nerdy Nightly and then we wake up and tell you about what we did last night.
yeah, that's how it is.
We should do the sequel though. What's the sequel to Avatar? Because we've seen Avatar, but we've never seen
Legend of Korra.
Legend of Korra. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're so smart.
No, I just sometimes.
No, you're smart. You're like 60% as smart as you are beautiful, but you're the most beautiful person. So like that's pretty good.
Sure, I'll take that. I don't do math,
it's
so
pretty good.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment.
Well, I mean, like you're not the smartest person.
No, I'm definitely.
We have
not.
musical theater degrees. Like, it would be clearly a lie if I said that you were the smartest person.
No, I would be very sus if you said that.
We are both entertainers. We know our lanes.
Mm-hmm.
But you're smarter than the average entertainer, and I'm grateful for that.
Well, thank you.
No, I'm grateful for it. It means a lot to me.
Thanks, Monkey. You know, sometimes I get it, and a lot of times I don't. Oh God.
Have you two seen Lost? I have seen Lost. I have never seen Cobra Kai. I have seen Breaking Bad, and I've seen parts of Better Call Saul, but I don't think I've ever actually seen a full episode of Better Call Saul.
I stopped watching Lost because I didn't like it anymore. So
Fair.
sorry.
Lost is another one where like I really like season 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like really like season 1 and 2. And then I like it was like I was watching Lost live week to week, and it was at a point in my life where I watched literally everything on television, and I had an Excel spreadsheet up that for like to make sure that I didn't miss episodes, because I was watching like 35 episodes of television, 35 different shows every week.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
That's wild.
I don't do that anymore because the CW superhero shows don't put out so much content anymore.
Well, or it's just you don't have to watch everything.
What pisses me off is that I watch all that shit and I don't remember any of it.
Yeah, how would you?
Like the other day I was trying to remember the Flash villains because here we go. Okay, season 1, Reverse Flash. It's great. Season 1, Thawne, an incredible season of television. The reveal that the big reveal of that season is so well done. Like really good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Season 2 is Zoom, I think, and then season 3 is Savitar. Season 4 is The Thinker, I think.
You mean Peter Capaldi?
No, different, but yes. And then season 5, I have no memory of. I don't remember who the villain of season 5 of The Flash is.
Mm-hmm.
And then season 6 was the Godspeed, right? Mm-hmm. And then I'm a little behind on season 7, but
yeah.
I'm gonna watch I'm gonna finish it because I stuck with it this long. But like legitimately like season 5 of that show is completely fucking gone from my brain.
Yeah,
I have no memory of it.
There's definitely stuff that I've watched that I'm like, I have no memory of this place.
Yeah.
Like, it's yeah. The Godric Interview with a Vampire will be dropping later tonight. Unfortunately, episode 5, the audio was botched, so it will be episode 6. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Episode 6 will go up in a few hours. Our reaction to episode 5 won't. I'm sorry about that. Which sucks because episode 5 was the most reaction worthy.
I know, we're so upset about it, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but 6 will go up today and 7 will go up next Monday.
Yeah, I stopped watching Lost. I think it's probably around season 5 is when they get like captured.
When who gets captured?
I don't know. There's so they get this. I remember
they.
Okay.
Don't they also get captured in like season 3?
Maybe.
Some people do.
Some people do. Okay.
When do they open? When do they open the porthole?
The porthole?
They find the like. I don't remember Lost.
Like in a submarine?
Yeah, but like on land. The trap door, and they find the bunker.
Oh, I think I saw that.
That's the end of season 2, right?
Yeah, I think I saw that.
Guys, I've seen all of Lost, and I thought the final season of Lost was season 5. So the fact that there's 6 seasons is hilarious to me because
Oh, then no, it wasn't season 5 then. It was definitely earlier. It's got to be somewhere between season 3 and season 4 that I was like, no, fuck this.
Someone gets captured every season, yes. How many... Were there 6 seasons of Lost?
I don't remember.
In my head, it's 5. But also, I have not watched a single episode of Lost since the finale premiered.
Yeah.
Season 2, Hatch.
I'm not sure. Marisu, yes.
That's wild.
Unfortunately, the binge model of streaming services does make our lives a lot harder.
Yeah, Witcher Blood Origin.
But it is what it is, and we're doing our best.
Y'all, we are going to be doing Witcher Blood Origin reactions the week after Christmas. We're not going to have one up on Christmas Day, unless Christmas with my family is super boring. Mm-hmm. Which might happen. My like sisters aren't coming over until 3, so we could record a reaction in the morning.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Merry Christmas!
We usually work on Christmas.
The last shot of season 1 is them looking down the just opened hatch. Yeah, that's the shot I remember.
Okay.
I thought that was the end of season 2 for some reason. Here's the thing, y'all. I watch so much stuff that I don't remember a lot of it. It's kind of wild.
I remember somebody getting captured, and there's like a blonde girl who she's been in a lot of stuff. I'm trying to remember her name, but there's like a blonde girl, and she's like, you just gotta cooperate with us or something.
Oh, Dolly
she's
Parton.
Like trying to be nice. Dolly Parton?
Yeah.
Is that her character name?
No, that's who played the character on Lost.
No, Dolly Parton is not in Lost.
Yeah, she is. She's in like season 4.
Okay, I did not get that far.
Oh, okay.
Are you fucking with me?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, your mouth is twitching in a weird way, and I think
thought I
this
was
is
getting
great.
away with it.
No.
Can you imagine?
You can't lie to me. You can't lie to me. I fucking know. I remember somebody in a cage. They were in a cage, and then they were like put in this like weird like I don't know like they had like a, what do you call those? They're just like compartments on the island. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't do it anymore. The show I was not enjoying the show.
I think you would have hated the ending.
I think I know. Yeah, I know what the ending is. I think I would have hated it as well.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a cop out.
It wasn't the way it was handled. I think that it
Okay.
was.
I didn't watch it, so it's hard for me to tell. But hearing about it, I was like, that seems weird.
It wasn't great.
Okay.
I get it. It makes sense. I don't have a problem with it, but like, I didn't love it.
Right.
And I think that that's the problem, right? People act as if Lost has the worst finale ever.
Elizabeth Mitchell, that was the one. Yeah.
I don't think that Lost has. Oh my god, I'm in love with her. I don't think Lost has the worst finale ever, like some people do. I think that it is just fine. But because the show that preceded it was so good, being just fine at the end of a really amazing show feels worse than a really bad finale on a mid show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's each of your favorite shows you're currently reacting to?
Chainsaw Man. I fucking love Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, I mean, so we just finished Interview with the Vampire. We're doing Chainsaw Man. We're doing Attack on Titan right now. Those are like...
It's kind of it right now, yeah.
Yeah, because we didn't like Willow. Yeah, I guess my favorite of them would be Chainsaw Man, but like also Attack on Titan is so fucked up.
Yeah, we're just in a weird place right now with Attack on Titan, so I think that once we watch a couple more episodes, I'll know what's going on better.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like shaken, you know?
Nicholas Reed says, I think the ending of Game of Thrones makes the ending of Lost better in retrospect. Disagree.
Makes the end of Lost. I don't equate those two things. Oh man, season 8 doesn't exist to me.
I don't hate the ending of Game of Thrones, so.
I know.
We live in different worlds on that one. Oh, baby!
What?
You still haven't built your your birthday present.
Yeah, no, I'll probably do that in the new year sometime. We haven't been here.
When did I get you BD1? Did I get you BD1 at the... Yeah, I did. I got you BD1 in August.
Yeah, and then we were gone. And then I got back, and I was still trying to fucking play Ocarina of Time and get through that fucking mess.
Guys, I fucked up. I clearly did not get my wife a good birthday present this year.
No, I love it. I just haven't...
It's still in the box. Hey, I got you something for Christmas. It's an unopened BD1.
Wow, thank you. I appreciate that. I got you something for Christmas a month ago. It's downstairs in the living room.
I love it so much. I love it so much.
Oh my god.
Ranton Moore says, I hate the writing of the ending of Game of Thrones, but not the ending itself.
Yeah. If
That's
they
fair.
had taken time to actually set that up and get there in a way that was character driven, I would not have hated the choices that were made. But how it was executed was absolutely offensive.
I don't think it was offensive.
I am offended, so therefore it is offensive. Yeah, we've heard that Attack on Titan is just batshit crazy. Like,
yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm enjoying Attack on Titan so far.
Yeah, Roger, I am in the minority. I actually enjoy a lot of season 7. There's some interesting storytelling things that I think that they were like trying to do and set up for season 8, where season 8 it just fell flat. But there's some stuff that I like in season 7. I'm planning on doing a rewatch because it's been so long.
Yeah, when are you going to do that? 2029.
On the plane, on the way to Calgary.
You'll get through 3 episodes.
Yeah. That would make the flight go by fast, though.
No, because you have to read.
Yeah,
because we have to do the audiobook reaction before Thursday.
Yep. Yeah.
George R. R. Martin will do it better. I think it's optimistic of you to think George R. R. Martin will do it at all.
We'll do it, yeah.
Marisa says, Nerdy, you bought that for you. No. Clarice had just played Fallen Order, and she was in love with BD1.
BD1, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I bought it for her. If I bought it for me,
like it.
I would have just opened it and built it at some point and been
That's
like,
true.
look, I got you a finished Lego set.
No, I'm very excited to build that. I just have not scheduled that in. Game of Thrones, Season 8, Game of Thrones Con, both bad. We want to redo. Yeah, do-over, please. Can you make that happen for me, Fabu? Yeah, it was truly unfortunate.
The Jon Snow show is just a cover for the secret reshoot of Season 8. I don't think they would do that.
No, but I
wouldn't be surprised if Daenerys Targaryen is in it, though.
How?
Because we don't really, see her, the dragon carries her off. And, if they tell me, if they make some magic bullshit that, Dragonfire heals her and she comes back to, destroy Westeros, but then Jon Snow, cures her hatred with love and a big dick. I'd buy that. You can cure a lot of hatred with a big dick.
Burn HBO to the ground.
Let's not put that on video. Let's not say that. We're not violent people. We do not murder based on the quality of a television series. I just want to be really clear.
Not gonna murder anybody.
You just said you're gonna burn HBO to the ground.
Yeah, just the headquarters. Some light arson.
No one's gonna die in that blaze.
Thank you, Fabio. I appreciate that. No, for legal reasons, that was a joke.
Tuber says, what's the likelihood of 2 episodes at a time for Attack on Titan reactions? We've done 2 episodes in a reaction before, and it doesn't really work for us. So I think we're going to stick to 1 episode per reaction. We find that our numbers are a lot worse. And
it's harder for people to find them in order in that case. So we're still going to try doing more than 1 per week, because we want to catch up.
Yeah.
But not more than 1 per video.
Yeah.
Just because it's tough.
Guys. The way people click around videos, it gets weird, and I think that it hurts the numbers.
Yeah. We are also
in a way that makes the reaction series fall apart.
Yeah. Our plate is also already overflowing.
Yeah.
We do not have a spare 5 minutes to add anything to that. And so, just putting up videos on different days, but having it be a single episode each time is just, it's all that we can manage right now.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. We do a lot. Maybe in the new year we'll take some breaks, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
We keep saying we're going to take a few days at a cabin without any internet, but...
That was before we were going to Katsucon. Now I don't think we will.
I know. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tormund said Jon Snow had a small dick. I think Tormund was...
I think it's just in comparison.
I think Tormund was jealous. Here's the thing, bro code. Men don't call other men's penises small unless they're feeling insecure about something.
Of course.
It's just not something we do, Mm-hmm. So I think that if your buddies say that you have a small dick, you probably don't. Unless your buddies know that that's your thing, right?
Unless your buddies are trying to turn you on. Yeah, bro. Small dick.
Look, here's the thing about men. We're always trying to turn each other on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that why you invented football?
Yeah. It's a lot of rubbing. Why do you think the Greeks wrestled naked?
Well, they wrestled naked. Whenever I overhear you listen to football, all I hear is receivers and tight ends, and I can't help but thinking that it's just very sexual.
Running backs trying to squeeze through holes.
Yeah. Handling the balls, It is what it is. Just admit it,
That was in the cold. It doesn't count. Nicholas Reed, very true. There's shrinkage.
It doesn't count.
The only size that matters is how big he got when he was hot and wet in that cave with a grit.
Oh my god. Yeah. I love Kira in the Star Wars universe. That would be my preference as well, Jesse. 100%.
Oh, yeah. I would love... I think that if we do get the Lando show, I think she'll be in it.
Oh, yeah. I would see that for sure.
But I think also, in the Mandalorian universe, we know that Kira is around during the original trilogy because of some comic stuff. So I think, Kira showing up as a character in Mandalorian Season 3 is not impossible. We know that she's filming stuff with Disney right now with Secret Invasion, so she clearly has a good working relationship with Disney post Solo. So I think her coming back for that wouldn't be surprising. I would love a Kira show. She's Emilia Clarke.
Yeah, I will watch anything she does. I adore her. I'm sorry, if I met her, I would that would be it.
That's fine.
She would have to be. We'd have to be a throuple otherwise.
I'd be down for that. You think I would say no?
No, I'm just letting you know.
I'll just cook and clean for you guys, and
thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm your butler now. It wouldn't change much in my life.
You're not.
I cook, clean, and drive for you. That's our life together.
Oh my god. Not 100%.
Marisa says, I truly appreciate your commitment to book club in your busy lives. Of course.
We love book club.
We love book club. It's the best part of the week.
Yeah, like honestly, like book club is a huge part of, at least the part of what like I love about all of this, and
yeah,
I'm really happy that I have. Like that I have to read for work. Like, I'm very happy about that, because before it was like, I don't have time to read because I'm doing all these other things. But now that it's like book club, it brings me so much joy that I have to work it into my schedule, because I love reading and I have missed it for several years. You're welcome, Iris. You can have that one.
Jamie had the widow's wail. Jon Snow has the widow's flail. Well done, Fabu.
Wow.
Well done. John never like fucked a widow though. Oh no, he did, because fucking Khal Drogo. No, you're right. I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Rantamore, Nerdy Nightly is your one-stop shop for dick talk, con reviews, and taint tips.
Taint tips.
Taint tips would be a great name for a Wheel of Time podcast.
Taint tips. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Monkey says Jade from Willow is in the MCU. Yes. Also, she's Flag Smasher in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
And also Infus Nest in Star Wars Solo, a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, she's just all up in Disney.
Oh my god, you guys, YouTube's here. What's up, YouTube?
It's the real YouTube.
Daddy has entered the chat.
Illegal use of hands.
That was a weird penalty this week.
Oh god.
There have been some guys, the refereeing in the NFL this weekend. I know that this is not a sports podcast, but like, what the fuck is wrong with the referees? Mm-hmm. Holy shit. I watch a lot of football, and like, this was a bad weekend for refs.
Kyle says, I have to get back to my Wheel of Time reread. I just finished doing my Wells, and I'm catching up to the book club. In other words, I'm coming on you from behind. That will probably go down as one of my favorite moments in YouTube history. Not gonna lie. Taint Tips is definitely an indie band.
Taint Tips! Yeah.
We should make a Wheel of Time educational podcast called Taint Tips.
That'll be the name of the D&D game that we play.
Oh my god.
So guys, I want to know in the chat, over under, do we think that Twitter survives the week? Does Twitter make it to Sunday? People have been counting against it this whole time, and it's still going, so, like, it's possible.
I mean, didn't Elon Musk step down?
Did he step down?
Well, I don't know.
No, he didn't. He put up that poll, but I don't think he's, like... The poll's not over yet, right? Doesn't the poll go till midnight tonight or something? Oh, the poll's done!
57-43.
Oh my god, you guys, look at this. Look at this. 57 to 42.5. Mr. Beast! If you're gonna keep doing stuff like this, yes, vomit emoji. Boom!
You let him have it.
Oh my god, burned! Burned to a crisp. Oh my, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Wait, are there more tweets about it? Guys, follow Panfred Nudo. If you're not following Panfred Nudo, what are you doing? What are you doing? Clarus is simping for some Instagram thought. Oh my god.
She's great. She's Australian.
Yeah,
she's
follow Nick
very
Trixie.
cool.
She's great. I am joking. Oh, there's so many people. Whoa!
Oh god.
Wait, is this a trailer? Oh no, this is just prep for a stunt.
So I have to stream in 10 minutes.
What?
Yeah.
Guys, we have to end the stream. No, this has been so much fun. I like hanging out with people.
I am probably going to be a couple minutes late because I need to eat food today.
Y'all, thank you so much for our nightly morning show. That was last nightly morning show, more just like us complaining about a convention and then also us talking to you. Clarus, thank you for streaming with me this morning.
Of course.
Are you excited to play some Fortnite?
I don't know. Scanny was like, I stopped playing because I don't like the new season, and now I'm a little nervous.
Why?
That I won't like the new season.
Oh, right.
But we'll see. You good?
My brain just farted so bad.
It's okay.
My brain farted, and it's stinky. Stinky brain fart. It's the stinkiest of stinky brain farts. Oh my god, inside my head right now is like...
You can smell inside your own head? Because that's like pretty cool, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
Do something nerdy tonight.
Are we? I don't, guys, I'm sorry. I have no idea what's going on. Thank you for a fun morning show. Thank you for listening to us complain about Game of Thrones Con, because that was a nightmare and a waste of our money. But hey, hopefully we saved you from a creation entertainment con. And I don't mean convention. We appreciate you guys. And yeah, we're leaving tomorrow. So we'll see you Friday for book club. I know, it's crazy. Trust me, I'm freaking out about it.
But for the rest of the week, tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern, Interview with the Vampire episode 6 reaction. Tomorrow, Chainsaw Man episode 11 reaction. Wednesday, Attack on Titan episode 6. Mm-hmm. Thursday, Attack on Titan episode 7. Friday, book club. Yeah. Saturday, Claws Christmas Eve reaction to the Christmas movie that is the December Patreon pick of the month.
Let's go.
So enjoy that. I do cry in that one. So have fun. And we will see you next time. Thank you to our mods. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave me comments down below because the algorithm god is hungry and we must feed her. This episode, the algorithm goddess is Clarus. Because
I'm so hungry.
There was that one point in the show where she was saying something and I said something over her and then she forgot it. And I'm desperate to know what that thing was now. And we'll never know. So feed her.
We're never gonna know.
I want to know what you were talking about.
Can't remember.
Can't remember. Follow us around the internet. I'm at nerdynightly.
I'm at Clarus Polaris.
And as always, happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas, happy whatever you celebrate. I hope that this holiday season brings you light, joy, family, friendship, laughter, love, and
it's a lot of things.
Good food. Just good food.
Goodbye, nerds.
Bye.